Once upon a time, there was a game made. It was called the Stanley Parable, which we are playing. It says so right here. It says, "You are playing the Stanley Parable," which has like a little interdimensional thing where we're playing the Stanley Parable on 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 the Stanley Parable. And let's begin the game. The end is never the end, is loading is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
No, it's not.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
He aspired to be
Employee
428.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
No, he didn't.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
No, they didn't.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Nope.
And Stanley was happy.
No, it's a lie!
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Nuh-uh.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
It's not true!
Something he would never quite forget.
He would forget it
He
easily.
had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Maybe he came in on an
No one
off
showed
day.
up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in
Saturday.
all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Those pencils, man! Where's 429? Where's 429? 428? Are you there? If you're not there, your office is mine. I'm moving up in the company. How come my office doesn't have a window? How come my ceiling lights don't work? How come I only get the little rinky-dink lamp on the file cabinet system thing going on? He's got a window! And he's not the corner office either! Why? Spacebar does nothing! It does nothing! Oh. I demand jumping power. Jump! Jump! Office workers can't jump.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. Oh. Control works. Control works, but you broke my keyboard, my space bar. What does this say? Ooh, let's read it. For the love of God, of something other. Can I zoom in? The Z work? Okay, for the love of God, something wanking me. That automobile office, that damp carpet, that something other I communicate, kill me. I have been printing these for weeks. Why has no one killed me off yet? Fling me from the window and a human helicopter will my paper tray the materialization. I feel like I should lick windows. All I despise is zombies. Oh, here we go. What can I know of life? What can a printer know of life? nothing. My machine returns and communicates. The dogs of pain, that swimmingly my finical functionality, lull, the end. Let them erase my ignorance of the world. Can love truly be anything but death? Hopefully I will find out soon. This is some pretty deep stuff, man. Questioning life and liberty and the pursuit of the space.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the floor! There's co-workers all over the floor! You broke my spacebar. Let's go into the lights, Stanley. Go into the lights! Who farted? Who farted? Yeah! Coffee mugs are funny. What is he loading? What's he installing? I jump on the desk and find out, but they broke my space bar. See, this is terrible. Maybe 428's got Windows. I know it. Look, that's the wall with Windows. 428 has his office with Windows. But that's gotta suck. I mean, you work your way up from 427 to 428. You get Windows, you get 429, you got a window, but it's just so other people can look and watch you work. And then you get promoted from 429 to 430. Nobody can see what you do. You're just like 427. You're just like me. Only you work over here. And if you get promoted from 430, you got your cubicle thing. But 432 is kind of nice because all he's got to do is sharpen pencils all day and stare out the window. 433 gets to answer phones and look out the window all day while pretending to type. And 434